at the time, the challenges and hurdles that they even had in establishing the rock and foundation that they have now.
And I'm embarrassed because, first of all, I was totally asleep on this young man. Like, totally, right? So
Totally.
James says, listen to this. And it was just his music. And so I was like, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool because I like lyricists that I can understand, right? Or that I can relate to. And I felt like his message was very positive, and I could relate to it. But I still was, maybe napping on him. Then I happened to check out his Instagram page and saw the chemistry between him and his wife. And I was blown away that I was sold.
Hello there, I'm James Lee.
And I'm Tasha Lee.
And we're Elevate Marriages.
Welcome.
We are marriage experienced. That's what we are. Married almost 20 years. We've been in the marriage game, and we know
a little bit.
Yeah, we know a little bit.
We know a little bit. A little bit about this, a little bit about that.
Been around the block a little bit on these marriage streets. So that's what we are. We're marriage mentors, marriage advocates. We are about marriage 100%. So that's what we are. That's what we bring to the table. So we hope you enjoy the content we put out. We ask you to share it on all social media platforms or with anyone that you might know that may be in need of some type of positive reinforcement behind marriage.
And as he talks about that, of course, that's what we do here, on the social media platforms. But we take this a little step further. If you feel like you need one-on-one coaching or mentoring or
Absolutely.
encouraging, we encourage you to reach out to us, whether that's by email or, again, on any social media platforms. And we'll be more than happy to help.
Yep, that's what we are. That's what we do. We feel like God's given us this ministry
Yes.
to share it because marriage is so far removed from where it used to be. Just the sanctity and the reverence
Right.
of that relationship. And we felt like, this is our call to be able to put back into the kingdom. So
yeah, and it doesn't come with any manuals. I think that's the other thing. You don't know. You either see your parents, which hopefully that was a good experience for you, or you see your friends or what have you, but you don't ever have your own manual to really go by. So we just try to help coach and mentor couples through it in hopes of elevating their marriage and having a stronger, more long-lasting relationship.
Absolutely. So we wanted to just jump in real quickly to talk about
One of our favorite marriages.
a marriage that there's several marriages that we see on social media. We don't know these people,
Right.
We do. We admire their relationship from what we see that they put out, right? And we take it for what it's worth. I assume it's genuine. I assume that it's real.
And it feels real. It seems genuine.
It does.
Right?
It does because it's consistent.
Yes.
So with that being the case, we just give shouts out to a couple different couples that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
One in particular, we attended an event for a local, homegrown.
We're out of Houston.
Out of Houston, right? I wouldn't call him. He's a lyrical genius, I would say.
He's a rapper.
Toby and Wigway. He just, and I'm hoping I'm saying that right, brother. I don't want to mess up your name, but this young man is grew up in Southwest Texas, Houston, Texas, A-Leaf area, the SWAT as they call it. And man, his just story just talks about growing up from the Nigerian parents and them coming here and him growing up in the community and some of the ridicule and the challenges that he faced, even in his own family, inside his own home.
High expectations from the home part, though.
Absolutely. But just overcoming and then him connecting with his now wife, girlfriend at the time, the challenges and hurdles that they even had in establishing the rock and foundation that they have now.
And I'm embarrassed because, first of all, I was totally asleep on this young man. Like, totally, right? So
Totally.
James says, listen to this. And it was just his music. And so I was like, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool because I like lyricists that I can understand, right? Or that I can relate to. And I felt like his message was very positive, and I could relate to it. But I still was, maybe napping on him. Then I happened to check out his Instagram page and saw the chemistry between him and his wife. And I was blown away that I was sold. And I mean, she raps too. And they do a little something together, on a couple of songs. But it was still just the chemistry between them, not so much on the stage or in the music, but really it was the behind the scenes stuff that I was like, oh, I like that. I really like that connection.
Because it lets you get a little peek in there, in their own, not everything, but just kind of see what they're doing.
And I really like that. Now, the part that I'm really embarrassed about is her Instagram name is Toby Calls Me Fat. And that's what everybody calls her, Fat. I don't have a clue what this sister's real name is.
It might be Fatima. It might be...
I didn't even think about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought Fat was like a love name.
Hey,
like
it might be.
Or Bay or whatever.
Knows?
Yeah, but needless to say, she's going to be called Fat in this particular message that we have.
Because that's what he
Toby and Fat.
Right, Toby and Fat. That's them. And Linnell is the third piece of it.
Yes.
Who creates some
amazing
beats. Did one live at the event we attended on stage. He called it cooking crack, but she was busting it. It was
it was serious. It was really serious.
It was nice. But nevertheless, we really admired the chemistry, what we saw online. But at this concert, I mean, he's at home,
it's 3,000 people here.
Yeah, it's all his cousins, as they called us,
right
there. And you saw, Fat's actually at this time 9 months pregnant, could drop the baby, Ivory, any day now.
Yeah, that was really sweet too.
So it's just one of those things where he was out there performing, and she would come out and do a little bit. And he's like, hey, I got it. You go, rest, sit down. I want to have my baby on this stage. I felt them because I'll be the same way. I don't want to have. But seeing the chemistry between the two of them on stage and how he looked at her, and then when he was playing the Ode to Fat, when they came out and he started rapping to that, and I could almost see him kind of welling up inside as he was saying the words. Fat's having my baby. My baby's having my baby. It was just one of those moments where you just kind of see that vulnerability. Because, as he says, I don't cry a lot like that. But this is one that it kind of touched a little bit.
Also, throughout the night or in the night, Mayor Sylvester Turner came out and he presented Toby with the proclamation to make
420
Toby, April 20th, his day, right?
Right.
So
Toby Day.
That's right. So they did that a couple of times. Well, they did that, and then she comes back out closer to the end, and she talks to him with such admiration. And I think James got it on video, so we may be able to share that with you.
I might be able to clip it in here so you can kind of see the actual.
But
it was great.
Such admiration for him.
Thank you for being everything that I need in a man. For leading me and our soon-to-be family. For working so hard every day in your purpose.
Yes.
I see it, and I want to thank you for that.
I'm saying though.
I love you, and I want to say congratulations on completing our first national tour.
Fat trying to get re-pregnant.
And you could see it in her eyes how much she really appreciated him and was not ashamed to be able to be that vulnerable in front of all those people. Because of course, I'm sure she shares those moments behind closed doors, but just to be able to share that with us was really, really sweet and just made it even more genuine to me from what I see on social media. Because we know how that can be. That's not always, true. But it really felt genuine and it really looked genuine as we witnessed it last night. And just, I was telling James when we started talking about what we're going to talk about as far as they were concerned, there's so much going on. There's so much going on that I'm sure this hip hop or rap or whatever genre you want to kind of place Toby in is a whole nother girlfriend in itself. You know,
Absolutely.
that it takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy away from fat. He has a way of continuing to weave that together so that he includes her, that he acknowledges her, and he continues to appreciate her. And he did that throughout the night in a
Absolutely.
full-blown, again, concert.
With 3,000 strangers.
Exactly. And so I just thought that was really, really amazing. She does come out and, lay a few bars for us as well, but she goes right back, to kind of sit down and rest. Because again, like James said, she's 9 months pregnant. So that was just really nice to see. And you don't see that a lot in the industry, because I think, to me, and again, I'm just looking from the outside in, we're not in that industry. It always seems like, I can't think of
It's real surface.
positive way to
It's
relationships
real surface,
are
right?
very surface, and it's how many can you have and how many women have you been with, and there's no loyalty, there's no
Absolutely.
commitment, there's no respect. And just to see that in that hip-hop world, I just total shout out, just great.
They truly display the team aspect that we talk about, because you're one. So you have to remember that you're one.
Yes.
In the good times, in the bad times. So you win together, you lose together. And that piece of it is very, very important to remember that. You're not on separate teams. So even when things kind of don't go your way, you gotta remember that we can't be at odds with each other. We've got to make sure we're gonna climb back up. Whatever we gotta do,
Together.
we're down together. We're gonna be up together.
Right.
When you play a team sport, it's not you lost the game. I actually won. I get my part. No, it's an L for everybody.
Right.
Or
Or
it's a
W.
W for everybody.
Right.
So in marriage, that's kind of the thing you have to remember, that team concept. And Toby and Fat really do a great job from what we can see displaying that. And I think it's important because they're young, and you don't see a lot of younger people taking the marriage that serious, especially when you have in that industry, right? Because it's so glorified to do that. So kind of to your point.
Toby does have a story though, because he talks about it a little bit, how
And if you wasn't there, shame on you. We ain't gonna tell y'all the story because that was family
we
talk.
don't want to tell them
That
part.
was family talk. You should have been there. You should have got your ticket. But you could buy some merchandise, and maybe he will, maybe put a little bit of story on
It's
his Instagram or
probably in
something.
his music, I'm sure, but I won't spoil it if he doesn't want me to tell you.
Should have been there.
Yeah, but there is a story. I'd love to be able to sit down with them and kind of have them talk more about how they got to where they are right now.
Right.
But that's what we want to share today, just to put some other positive images out there. That's what we have to see. Nothing against any of the other love and hip hop and other images that we have of marriage out there. Nothing against any of that, but some positive, strong, encouraging, that's uplifting and elevating marriage. That's what we want to put before
Absolutely. And if you don't know this, E.T., Dr. Eric Thomas, is a great backer of Toby. So if you follow E.T., then you can kind of see how they connect so well, because Toby's message is so positive, E.T.'s messages are so positive, it just makes perfect sense. So throw that in there. Go and follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Follow the brother and
Support him. Right, support him.
Actually support him for sure, because he's doing it out there on his own. No label.
No deal.
No deal.
That's right.
Nothing. Merchandise before music. So
I'll
that's
get
what
you
they
a
are.
t-shirt or two.
Absolutely. We got ours. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Until next time, I am James Lee.
And I'm Tasha Lee.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace.
I just really feel like for the longest, everybody in the hood that lied to me about what marriage was like, and it's like the livest thing I've ever been a part of. Yeah. I just feel like you when you grow up in the hood, you talk to, catch as many as you can, bag them, all that type of stuff. I'm just like, you get tired. Yeah. You get tired. And the most beautiful thing in the world is to have somebody who, rain, sleet, snow, is there for you 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful.